Unless you're crafting or flipping, chances are you're not making any money sat in your hideout. And therefore, to make more money, we need to spend less time in the hideout. And we're going to do that by spending more time in our hideout straight away. But before you think I'm completely insane, just hold that thought. One of the big problems I have, and I know you probably do too, being human and a gamer, is it's very easy for us to get distracted and forget what we were doing. So we'll finish a map, we'll go back to our hideout, we'll start crafting the next map for our mission, get distracted by someone on Discord, or just forget what we were doing, and we'll end up sitting in our hideout probably way longer than we ought to. It also turns out that humans are really good at doing things they've done lots of times before, especially recently. Point in case, you're really good at killing those mobs that you've been killing all day. You're also really good at browsing your inventory, looking for things to craft your maps with. Now, this ability to repeat things over and over again and sort of become laser focused on it is something we want to take advantage of. One of the reasons I like to run Delve is it's so great for leveling, and that's because there's lots of areas linked together where we don't actually have to leave the area and we're forced into the next one, so we don't just waste our time. And what I'm about to talk about now allows us to do that in maps. So I want you to stop the mentality of just grabbing 1 or 2 maps out of your stash tab each time you finish one and crafting them up, especially if you're trying to run a currency strat. What I want you to do is craft your maps en masse. Now, I'm running the Abyssal strat from Crouching Tuna and it's very good, but it requires that on our maps we have monsters have +2 projectiles. There's also lots of map mods that my character can't run, being Tornado Shot. It'll just get one shot repeatedly if it has them. And checking these maps one by one is very slow to do. To help you with this, introducing Po.re, short for Po Regular Expressions. And for those of you who don't know, a regular expression is a way in computers of pattern matching for strings, so finding patterns in text. If we switch over to map modifiers on the left hand tab, you now have the option of selecting multiple map modifiers, that one you want on your map and those that you don't. On the right hand side, we're going to pick out monsters fire 2 additional projectiles because we want that. We're then going to run down the left hand side and exclude anything that's really bad from our build. When we're done, we'll have a string that looks something like this. We can click the copy button to copy it, and then I store mine in Notepad so we can get back to it later without having to reselect everything. We're now going to grab a load of maps that we want to craft and we're going to put them in a stash tab. We're then, in the search bit below the stash tab, going to post our regular expression. You'll now notice that pretty much all the maps have turned grey. Any that aren't grey already have the mods that you want. And what this allows us to do is now use Scouring Orbs and Alchemy Orbs, or if you want super efficiency, Chaos Orbs, to craft the maps. The moment they light up, they have the rolls we need and we can move them to the other side of the tab. And then we're going to rinse and repeat this until every single map has the rolls that we want. This, in combination with a really strong loot filter, will allow us to basically do what we do in Delve and just re-enter maps the moment we leave, because we can already have a set of maps in our tabs ready to go. I tend to put 3 in my inventory and I use the extra space given by this league's extra bag space. This means that literally the moment I finish a map, I can start the next one. No more procrastinating. Once I've used my 3, I go back to my stash tab, grab another 3 and I'm straight going again. It's efficiencies like this that will turn you from a standard player
to a game god able to summon currency from the air.
Well, maybe not quite that well, but every little helps. If you want to see the currency strat I started with before I could run the tier 16s, then you'll find that top left right now. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.